Hey YouTube family, it's Dan, July 26, 2012. Want to let everybody know my mother is doing excellent. By the time I got to the hospital, she was actually getting released. So I initially thought she was going to be in the hospital overnight, but she did so well during the surgery to implant the pacemaker that they released her today, and she's at home resting well. So thanks for all your prayers. I appreciate it. And I want to give a shout out to Lady D. 4-2-U. So you got on my case last time because I left you out. I'm sorry. I love you. But anyway, this video won't take that long. This is real short. I'm gonna do this on my webcam because I'm gonna make another video after this about Israel and Iran, which will be a reply to a brother that sent me a personal message, and he had a few questions for me. But this video is about a recent article that I read about the mayor of Chicago, Mr. Rahm Emanuel, who is welcoming the help of Louis Farrakhan and his brothers, the Fruit of Islam, who have recently spanned out into the streets to sort of help fight the recent rash of crimes that have reached a pandemic level. Even though we know pandemic deals with disease, but I'm using that as a substitute for the wave of crime that has plagued Chicago, especially in the recent years from 2008 up until 2012. And a lot of the Jews, Jewish people, are mad because Farrakhan has a history of anti-Semitic remarks. But let me tell you something, people. I don't really give a damn about that. Right now, let's not get into petty wordplay and petty grievances about what somebody said. Jewish people call black people niggas all the time, but you don't hear us beefing and dragging them down the streets by their curls on the side of their head and stuff like that, do you? We just let it go. And we know how Jewish people treat black people in Israel. Need we say more? So what I'm saying is, I don't give a damn about what Farrakhan said in the past. Right now, there is an emergency. There is a state of emergency among black people, innocent black people in Chicago, that are being massacred by people who would choose to live at a subhuman level. And I have to give kudos to Mayor Rahm Emanuel for at least standing up and permitting Minister Louis Farrakhan and his Fruit of Islam to go out onto the streets and create human waves to curb the crime that is plaguing the streets of Chicago. And just to show you how selfish this group of people are that are complaining about a man who was 100% Jewish, Rahm Emanuel. His father was Benjamin Emanuel, who was a crusader for the Jewish people in Israel, who was a fighter. So you can't get any more Zionist than Rahm Emanuel. But for the betterment of one group of people, he has set aside what people may look as an unpopular position to let black people help themselves in Chicago, which to me is a noble endeavor. But I guess these Jewish people want the black community in Chicago to just suffer because of things that Louis Farrakhan may have said that offended them in the past. Well, your actions in Israel offend many people. So what's the damn difference? But anyway, kudos to Rahm Emanuel for doing that. I think it's a noble endeavor, the way I said earlier. And what do you want black people to do, Jewish community? Oh, let's send the NAACP in there so they can talk the guns out of the hands of the gangbangers. Let's send the NAACP in there so maybe they can give a Spring Iron Award to one of the gangbangers if he doesn't kill somebody's child today. Or let's take actions that the NAACP takes, which is nothing. The NAACP talks more louder for gay rights and gay marriage rights than they do against black on black crime. And I hate to use the word black on black crime because people kill where they live. But nevertheless, damn it, we can't ignore what's going on in Chicago. So to my brother Brown Hornet, stay safe while you maneuver and live in that place until you come back to the relative safety of the South. But while I don't agree with everything that Louis Farrakhan says, I do have to give him props for at least standing up and being someone that is doing a physically symbolic gesture to combat the subhuman gangbangers that roam the streets of Chicago. So Rahm Emanuel, peace, great move, my Jewish brother.